you're saying that, oh, I'm a model, so you have like your model pictures, or this lingerie is provided by blah 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 because I'm modeling for them, but you're just showing off your body all the time.
Yeah.
They assume that, hey, she's down for this. Now, myself, I know that she's an actual tattoo artist.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why she does a lot of those pictures is to display the tattoos that she has.
Mm.
And if you go on her personal Facebook page, she has a lot of stuff that she's drawn in the tattoos.
Yeah.
Right? But when you just look at her Instagram, that's all you see. Right? So don't get upset because you're getting what you put out there. If you want something else, you have to display something else or talk about something else so people know that there's more to you than what they see.
It's true.
That's just my opinion.
Can't get mad. Like, we're not trying to shame you or degrade you because you are showing your body or you're showing your sexiness. We're not.
No.
You could do whatever you want, but if your content is 100% sexual content, a lot of thirsty mans are going to come. Even girls too. Girls get real thirsty.
Oh yeah.
They will comment. They will slide in your DMs on some dick pic shit or some I'll fly you out or you'll need to work no more, baby, I got you type of shit because of what you're posting. They don't care what's your mind saying, you know what I'm saying? They don't care about your family and friends. They don't care about your favorite hobby. They don't care about what you're allergic to. All they want is to get a hit, wine and dine you, keep it moving.
Yeah. And half the time when you're getting someone sliding your DMs, 10% of those guys that are actually sliding in and saying, hey, how you doing? 10% of those guys actually want to get to know you.
Yeah.
But because you have 90 people in one day sliding in, of course you're going to miss that 10%. You're going to miss that one dude that actually has good intentions.
Or they're going to look in your profile and be like, yeah, this guy's a cornball.
Yep.
And bun it. I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, man.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like you get what you get.
Yeah.
When you put out whatever you put out there is what you will receive. So don't be salty when you get back. When you put out salt and you get back saltfish.
Yeah.
All right. So on to the next one. This one.
What's this one?
Why do females run from good men to go to some salty men? Because they don't know how to handle a good man.
I wouldn't say they don't know how to handle a good man.
Okay.
I'm going to say that they don't want a good man.
Okay.
Because he's too good to be true. Being a good guy's boring. It's a routine. It's nothing new, nothing adventurous or adrenaline pumping. They'll complain and say, yeah, I want a good man, wants kids, wants to build and all this, etc., etc. And when they get a guy that wants to do that, it's just like, whoa, I don't want this. I thought I did, but having a good guy is kind of boring. If I thought I wanted a guy that wants to build with me with a 9 to 5 and house and kids, and you're portraying that, it seems too real. It seems too fake. It's nothing exciting. It's not a challenge anymore. I don't want this. Maybe I need to turn up more and explore my other options and then go find a good guy. Because like I said, I think podcast 1, majority of the guys out there that holler and slide into DMs, they're the good guys. Like, they want a relationship. They want commitment. And the girls brush them aside because either they lack confidence, the way they present themselves. They have a lot of insecurities and trust issues, or they don't know how to communicate properly. They lack vocabulary.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they get turned off. It's not fine. The girl will rather have a guy that makes 6 figures, can't communicate for shit, but as long as he, I guess, balls her out, like brings her to Dubai and whatever, she will stay because he's a provider. He has good resources for her at the moment. At any day, whatever, he could leave his job, go on a year vacation with you, and ball out because you love his resources. A good guy, he probably grinding the 9 to 5, can't leave his job, can't go on vacation for a year, but you want to go. So his resources at the moment doesn't suit your needs. So I think girls will get the good guys when the resources of that good man supports their lifestyle. When it doesn't, they go to the bad guy or the dickhead or the fuck boy because he could just drop anything for her or get anything she wants for her because he has a lot of resources, the resources that she likes. And go on there.
Two things in my head. One, for any man who deals with a girl that's like that like how you described her, that she's, wants to go to Dubai or wants you to drop your life for her, blah blah blah. Get rid of that girl because she ain't worth it, right? Straight up. I'm not trying to be hateful. I'm just saying get rid of it because it's not worth it. Because somebody who's really down for you is down 100% and is willing to work with you within your means and whatever you got, right? They're not gonna, shun you because you don't have what they expect you to have, right? Someone who really appreciates who you are is gonna work with you. Okay, secondly, we're gonna go back to chess and checkers. For you good guys, right? Because I've considered myself in that category as well. So for the good guys, here's a cheat code. Too much knowledge now. Okay. It's fine to be a good man. It's fine to be a guy who's willing to be there for your woman and to take care of her and to do whatever you can to make sure that, she's good and she's well. The problem that you have is that you're being too submissive. You're letting your woman walk all over you, right? She met you, she liked you, she got with you, but then you start becoming a yes man. Anything that she says, yes, da da da. You don't need to become like being submissive and just bending to her will is never a good thing. It's never gonna work. And I don't mean that you don't agree with her when she's right. But if you have your opinions and your thoughts and you don't want to do something that she wants to do, speak up, right? Because showing that you have a backbone makes you more intriguing, right? Showing that you have strength and power within yourself to say no. It's just like how you said, when you going out to the club and you went and turned up with your girl and she brought her girlfriends and then she's like, "Oh, can you drive my girlfriends home?" And like, nah, they got here on their own.
Yeah.
Why am I driving them home? They ain't drunk. They can get in a cab. I'm not their chauffeur. Right? Showing that you have a backbone, showing that you have the will and the ability to say no, that's a strength. It's not a weakness. It's perfectly fine. Right? Always keep your strength about you. Keep your will about you. Don't let it be just thrown aside just because, you don't want to upset the person you're with. Now, that being said, you still have to be mindful about the person that you're with.
Yeah.
You don't just go and try to say no all the time and start arguments because it's not worth it. But it's like picking your battles. If you know that something isn't worthwhile to you and it ain't beneficial to you, why bend yourself and get yourself upset and butthurt just to please that person? It ain't worth it. And that same thing goes for females. Don't compromise yourself for someone else.
I think that's my weakness. Because if my partner's telling me, yo, let's go somewhere, and I had never been there before, I'm going to say yeah. Because I like adventure. I like to see new things. I like to try new things. So whenever it's something I never done before or somewhere I have never been, I'm saying yeah. Okay. I want to see what this is all about, you know? Like, I'm intrigued with that type of stuff. So I'll say yeah when it comes to new things or stuff that I had never experienced. Will that make me a yes man as well or no?
No, of course not. Right? You know, saying yes to things that you've never done before. Like if you're outgoing and adventurous, you know, it's all well and good to say yes and like, hey, yeah, because you know you're putting yourself out there to try something different, right? Yeah. And that's where you have the opposite, where if you're a person that's always saying no, then the person will be like, well, screw it. I don't want you. You never want to do anything. You never want to try anything. Everything I suggest, you always say no. Sometimes it's good to say yes. But if you know you're an outwardly person, you're adventurous, say yes. Go do stuff. But when you say yes to go do something and whatever, you get there and say, for instance, like, hey, I want to go to this event thing. It's like, all right, yeah, sure, you go. And then when you get there and part of the event is bungee jumping, and she's like, let's go bungee jumping. And you know you're afraid of heights.
Oh, I'm definitely
you say no. You can go if you want to, but I'm not doing that. Yeah. I'll put it like this. Any girl that ever asked me to go bungee jumping, you lost your damn mind. Bungee jumping is too much like lynching to me. Tie a rope around me and push me off a bridge? Yeah, hell no. Do you. You have fun with that. I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same thing, but mine's elevators. I had to turn down a lot of jobs because they're on like the 50th floor or the 60th floor. I'm like, nah, I have a phobia with elevators. Something happened to me when I was in my teens. And I don't like elevators. I could go 10, maybe 30. If I'm pushing it, I'll say 40 floors. I'd rather take the stairs. I'm not going to take the stairs to the 50th floor every day. You got me fucked up.
So you're basically one of those people that's like, I ain't going to the CN Tower.
Oh, hell no. I've been there a few times, and that was it. I'd rather walk it all the way up.
Oh, God, man. Nah, man. Nah. But no, like, so it's all well and good to be that person if you're adventurous and being out there.
All right.
Perfectly fine, right? Now, with that being said, so the next thing for a guy who's, you know, a nice guy, whatever, in a relationship, having an argument with the person that you're with, it's never really, like for anybody, it's never ideal to argue with the person you're with. It's never really ideal. It's all like the best thing to show is that your maturity level of saying that you can have a conversation with that person, right? So when that person wants to get irate and act up and whatever with you, you don't need, like, a lot of times, here's the funny thing. A lot of times females want to get irate and get all heated with you as a test to see how you'll respond to them, right? Now, you can either be that guy who gets all like timid and like, I don't know how to deal with this and blah, 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 whatever. If you're feeling scared about the situation you're in with that person, if they're getting irate and you're not comfortable, be a man. Yo, look, you're pissed. I don't know what you're pissed off about, and I don't want to deal with it right now. Get your stuff in order, then come back to me and talk to me like a woman. Because right now, you're not being a lady. Come to me when you're ready to actually talk to me as a woman and have me listen to you as a man, then we can have this conversation. But until then, you can step off or I'm going to leave.
Okay.
Showing that you have that power, that you still have that confidence, that self-confidence within yourself to say, I'm not dealing with any of your shit. I'm not going to put up with your shit. Shows that you have that you can control the relationship. You're not going to let the relationship control you. And it's not about, and like I said, when I say control the relationship and not let the relationship control you, it's not, I don't want anybody to think that it's letting their partner, that female or that male, control them. No, you're not letting this relationship control how your emotional state. You're going to control the relationship. You're not trying to control them. You're trying to guide them in a way of like, hey, let's work this out properly.
Yeah.
My thoughts.
Yeah, it makes sense. But you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
I'm a Leo, man. It's hard. It really is hard to back away from an argument. I know it's a shit test. I know, but there's certain words or certain phrases
Triggers.
that triggers me
Mm-hmm.
to argue back. I'm not saying to get a one up on the person or swear and cuss. I never swear
Mm-hmm.
or call a girl out her name. I never done that because I think that's a bitch move.
Mm-hmm.
I'll argue back, but I'll never say like "f you" or "you're a stupid bitch" or "you're a scumbag." Like I'll never go that far,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll try to argue my point back to the person. I think that is one of my weaknesses. I'll try to argue my point.
All right. Well, in that case, let's try. Okay. You know what? We're gonna go off the cuff.
All right.
What? Okay. I'm gonna ask you. What do you feel are your trigger words, your trigger phrases that makes you like feel like you need to get in a heated argument with this person?
When people call me like insecure, like I'm not insecure.
Okay.
That's the major one.
Okay. So when anytime somebody says to you, yo, you're being insecure or you're being, I've heard you say like childish or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that if you know that those are your triggers, acknowledge them.
Okay.
Right? Don't hide from them. Don't run from them. Acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Now say within yourself, yo, I'm gonna ask you, do you act childish at times? Yo, point blank. Yo, you gotta be real.
Yeah.
Do you act childish at times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Passive aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
The passive aggressive shit I told you is kind of childish.
Yeah.
Do you act insecure at times?
No.
Do you ever feel insecure?
No.
Okay. So the fact that you can acknowledge, yo, sometimes I do act childish, right?
Yeah.
Right. So when a person says to you, yo, you're acting childish, look at the situation,
Mm-hmm.
right? Analyze the situation